Today, I'll be going over the 4 stocks in the portfolio that doubled this year. Now, 2 of the stocks I continue to hold in my portfolio, and the other 2 I have sold out on. All 4 of these stocks I have previously talked about on YouTube. So let's get into the first stock now. First company on the list is Great Lakes Dredge and Dock Corporation, ticker symbol GLDD. I started talking about this company back in April 2023 on YouTube, and I'm up roughly 140% since then. The stock has gone up to $12 a share. When I first started buying it was around $6, and through stock option contracts, I've been able to get my cost basis well below $6. This is a company that is in the dredging industry, and they keep our waterways safe. About 100% of their revenue does come from government funding. This is also a company that is an oligopoly industry where there's just a few players. And by far and large, Great Lakes is the largest one in that space. The company's stock price took a big dive in 2022 because the bid market slowed down. They had one of their worst revenue years in 2023 when it dropped below $600 million, but they have recovered very nicely over the trailing 12 months, hitting around $740 million in revenue. And the bid market has turned around, and their backlog is one of the largest they've ever had in history. And I strongly believe the company should do around $800 million in revenue next year. The reason why I always felt the stock was between $12 and $17 in value is that I strongly believe that the company was going to be able to achieve between 75 cents of EPS and $1 EPS. And with the historical PE average being around 17, that's where I got the $12 and $17 average. And with the stock at $12.60 here today, I'm up roughly 140% since buying the stock. The next company on the list is Interactive Brokers Group, ticker symbol IBKR. This is a company that is in the investing space. They have, in my personal opinion, the best mobile investing platform out there. I started talking about this stock in mid-2023. I started buying into the stock in August 2023. And I'm up roughly 160% since buying the stock. I was initially attracted to this company because their operating margins continue to grow every single year as they are streamlining and optimizing their product. Where a lot of investment brokers still require you to talk to people one-on-one through phone calls or email, Interactive Brokers has taken a completely different approach, where they've leveraged their engineers to make everything automated online. This makes it a much more seamless product and user friendliness to the consumer. However, I must admit that this company has far exceeded my expectations. So this valuation projection was done about a year and a half ago. At that time, I thought the company would do roughly $4.4 billion in revenue in 2024. However, the company is going to do well over $5 billion in revenue. At that time, I thought the intrinsic value of the share price was roughly $127, which was roughly a 34% margin of safety. But like I said, the company's top line growth has far exceeded my expectations, and that's why I have not sold out. Until the story changes, I continue to hold. Next stock on the list is RTX Corporation, ticker symbol RTX. So this is a company's stock that crashed very quickly in 2023. Their Pratt & Whitney division, which makes engines for Airbus and Boeing planes, had an issue with one of the engines that they made. This led to Boeing and Airbus having to ground their planes while RTX fixed the engines. This ended up costing the company well over $3 billion. The stock price went from well over $100 to below $70 a share. I started talking about this company back in September 2023 on YouTube. At that time, the stock was roughly $70 a share. I had intrinsic value of the stock at $104, which gave it a margin of safety of roughly 33%. I strongly believed at that time the company was going to make it right with their customers, and they'd be able to turn around their business very quickly, and that this was only a short-term event. However, the market was not so sure. I was able to take advantage of this depressed stock price, buy in a good margin of safety, and now the stock is trading at well over $120. With the dividends that I have received along with the massive share buyback that the company instituted this year and the option contracts I executed, I was able to achieve about 100% gain in only 12 months owning the stock. Nonetheless, this was a really good company that I got at a really good value. And if you're wondering how to value companies yourself, I do offer this template and a couple other valuation templates on my Patreon, and I show you exactly how to use them yourself so you can value companies on your own. If you're interested, I'll put a link down in the description below. The last company on the list is Zim Integrated Shipping Services, ticker symbol ZIM. So I started talking about this company back in mid-2023, and when I started buying into the stock when it was around $10 and bought all the way down to $8 a share. I then doubled down on my position in January 2024. This was a stock that I felt very strongly was worth between $15 and $40 a share. That is a wide range, I understand that, but the reason for that is that I strongly felt that the shipping industry in general was seeing a lot of tailwinds. The reason for this is there was a lot going around the Suez Canal, and a lot of shipping companies were stopping even having ships go through there. The reason for that was pirates and other stuff that was creating dangerous situations for the shipping companies and their crews. To avoid the Suez Canal, then shippers would have to go all the way around Africa, which would create longer lead times and increase shipping prices. It would put more pressure on the industry as more ships would be at sea for longer. So they would have to increase their prices to accommodate avoiding these risks at the Suez Canal. And that's exactly what happened. In January 2024, the last shipping company pulled out of the Suez Canal. That's why I doubled down on the stock at that time. So those were the 4 stocks in my portfolio that doubled this year. Again, that's Great Lakes Dredge, that's RTX, Interactive Brokers, and Zim Integrated Shipping. Now, 2 of the stocks I continue to hold, and 2 of them I have sold out on. But I would love to hear from you. If any of your stocks have doubled this year, I would love to hear from you guys in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll catch you on the other side. Take care, and God bless.